It's are we in?
Yeah. Sure. I mean, once the clap happens, we're cooking.
Dude, I'm back.
Dude, I look 2 months.
Bro, well, you gotta go away to come back. You've had a nice run. I see Metcalf has come in.
Metcalf has come in.
You know, great pod guy.
I know. It's kind of like all the universes are now like intersecting. You haven't been on in 2 months. Metcalf comes back on, but now you're doing a lot of Metcalf shows. It's
triangle.
an ecosystem.
Yes, the Happel Metcalf Hardy ecosystem.
A lot of people don't talk about it. It's one of the more powerful ecosystems.
Yeah. Almost no one talks about it.
What have you been up to? First of all, can I say something?
Yeah.
You look fantastic.
Oh, thank you.
Are you still sticking with the cleanse?
No, I'm off the cleanse, but I think I gained like 10 pounds right back pretty quickly.
Well, yeah, that's usually how it goes.
Yeah, I couldn't wait to tell you. I was like, I'm eating food again. I'm definitely gaining weight.
Yes, eating food leads to weight gain. If you go from 0.
That's what I'm saying. I was at basically nothing, and I got food poisoning like the first week I started eating.
You got food?
Yes.
Wait, what was it from? Do we know?
The suspects are frozen Brussels sprouts. Is your first?
Okay.
Let me just. Maybe
Okay.
we'll go.
Yeah, let's line the culprits up. Let's do this police interrogation.
Let's do the veggie lineup of the usual suspects.
Let's do it. Okay, number 1, frozen Brussels sprouts.
Yes.
Okay.
Step forward, frozen Brussels sprouts.
Frozen Brussels sprouts, please say, give me your purse.
Give me your purse. Get over here, bitch. Okay, step back, frozen Brussels sprouts. All right, let's get the uncooked kidney beans.
Uncooked kidney beans.
Can those step forward?
Goya? I don't even know what that laugh goes
I'll tell
to.
you, this pod, maybe.
It's a different pod. This ain't your Tobin Miller pod. This ain't your baby shower pod. This is the Apple Hour, and we're going.
Woo! This may be played in ZD Part 2, people. You may need to look out. I ran into Rich outside.
Ooh-wee!
That never happens.
Never. I usually never leave.
Yeah. I was like, is that Rich? I was like, oh, this is a universe moment.
Yep.
Everyone look out. All right. Yeah. Uncooked kidney beans.
Okay.
Goya. They were, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I was such a nutbag, I started soaking my own beans.
What?
Okay, have you ever heard of that?
No. That's why I asked what. Because I didn't even know people did that.
Yeah, so beans like canned beans are cooked beans.
Do you cook beans?
Yeah.
Are beans raw? How do beans grow?
Okay, that I don't know.
Okay.
I think they're
It's not a tree.
did they grow? This is embarrassing.
They
With
have
all the
to grow.
education you and I have, we're like, dude, are they like potatoes?
There's 5 degrees between the two of us, and we don't know how beans grow.
Yes. There's I have a graduate degree. Okay. Beans, you can buy them dry.
Okay.
And
I knew that.
Yes, like lentils.
Yes.
And then what you do is you soak them
Okay.
overnight, and then you cook them. Okay?
Okay.
So I was going, I was so into this health kick. I was like, you know what? You know when you get like a coffee drinker, get like an artisan coffee drinker?
Yes.
Or like a douchey beer guy?
Yeah.
Who's like, you know what? I've been brewing my own beer in my fucking toilet.
Yep.
Crazy So I'm like, okay, I'm going. Maybe not your toilet, but wherever. Don't do that.
Or maybe, I don't know. We just found out that you could soak beans. Maybe you should do that.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm soaking beans in my toilet. No, so you can soak them. So I was like getting what's the word? Pretentious, like a little bit like, the pretentious guy. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to soak my beans.
You got that kind of time.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, okay, here we go. I'm soaking them overnight. And then I threw them into like something I was cooking.
Okay.
But I just don't think they were cooked long enough. Like you really got to like boil them and like cook them. They take a long time, like maybe like 45 minutes to an hour.
I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So far, these two culprits, I don't know if they could give you food poisoning.
Really?
I mean, they're natural.
No, uncooked beans, Google it after. Uncooked beans can like really fuck you up.
Really?
I know.
I'm just not in the uncooked bean game.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
No one is. So,
No one.
yeah.
No one.
And I immediately got out. Like, I immediately started buying canned beans.
How did you get into, like, were you having the Goya bean? Because Goya, who cares? Political affiliation aside, they make a good bean.
They make an incredible bean.
So what was your reasoning for going off the Goya?
Again, I was trying to be like, I heard it was like, they tasted better and it was healthier to soak your own bean.
All
Do
right.
you see what I'm saying?
I'm
You're
saying
like
what
brewing
you're
your
saying.
own stuff.
So,
you know?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so those are 1 and 2.
Yeah, so those are 1 and 2. And then there was kale.
I don't think that gives you food
That's when
poisoning.
I'm like, kale, step back. You know, like I don't think it was you. You know.
Kale's one of the police officers in the lineup to throw this, throw him off.
Yes. And I think actually those were the 2 main that I remember. Those are the 3 main. Because I was cooking all my own stuff, so I'm like, it's got to be one of these. You know, like maybe I had some tofu, maybe I had some other stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tofu maybe.
Yeah, tofu maybe, but it was it was bad. And then after, because I got the food poisoning, I think it's maybe the skinniest I've ever been.
You look good. You look very good. You look thin, in shape, healthy.
Yeah, thank you. I'm still doing I'm still eating as well as I can, all things considered.
Are you off meat?
Not fully.
Not fully.
No, not fully.
Okay.
When I can though, I'll sub it out, you know.
I got thrown out. I had tofu yesterday.
You don't like it?
Yeah. Because here's the thing. If you think it's chicken and then you bite into it, it really throws you
Yes.
for a second.
Yeah, it's not. It don't taste like anything.
No. But we got luchas tonight.
Yeah.
Let me ask you something.
Bro.
Let me ask you your opinion on this.
Luchas is about to be real intense.
Tom Luciano's throwing himself a birthday party at the cheapest dive bar in Manhattan. I'm pretty sure it is the cheapest dive bar in Manhattan.
Yeah, Blue and Gold, a place where a lot of us hung out for a while.
What's your opinion on a 32-year-old man throwing himself a birthday party?
Well, I'm happy that he's doing it because I want to see everybody.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, I feel like we all haven't been able to fucking mix it up. You know?
We really
Strap
hung.
on. That's what I'm saying. Get on the cleats and see who's been working. I'm like, so I can't even tell you how fired up I am. I'm more fired up for this than if I was doing Comedy Central. We all haven't seen each other. Like, I want to, like, come on, when we went camping.
That was a great time.
Oh, it was the best time
This
ever.
is just going to be the best part of the camping. Because the worst part of the camping was the camping.
Yes. This will be the best version of camping, where you don't camp and see your friends still.
Right. And also there's an Italian bakery around the corner.
Yes, where you can get delicious cheesecakes and the riffs. Hopefully the riffs are decadent. That's what we were saying.
Riffs.
That's either the most pathetic or greatest thing you've ever heard. We were saying that the other night. We were like, the riffs are decadent tonight.
Just a rich riff.
Oh.
Is this cream cheese icing on this riff?
This riff is formidable and creamy. May I have another riff? Riff a la mode.
Riff a la mode. That's funny.
Yes.
Yeah, that's good.
See, you and we're going to be fucking dominating at this hang because we're getting in a little pre-warm-up.
What? That's the whole. When you said, "Can you do 1 or 2 o'clock on Friday?"
Yeah.
I was like, "This guy is priming himself for a hang." You don't do a 1 or 2 p.m. mic on a weekday to not prepare for a hang.
That's right. You can tell when people have been getting their gear ready, getting their game ready.
Yep.
There's a fresh little hang coming up. We got people coming out of the woodwork. I think Pomeroy's coming with his lady.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying, all right? It's
Tommy
like,
O'Regan's coming.
I love Tommy. I just love saying people who are coming. By the way, that's why I laughed, Tommy, just to let you know.
Right, he's just not going to listen.
Okay. There's just something funny about saying people. Dude, I went into Eastville the other day, and P. Wong,
Pete Wong,
the great P. Wong, goes, "Hey, you going to Tom's Friday?"
Wow.
And I was like, "Don't say that to me, Peter. All right? I'll be at Tom's."
Yeah.
Am I going to
Will
Tom's?
I be at Tom's? Of course I'll be at Tom's. I went camping 5 months ago.
I'm like looking around at other people. Will I be at Tom's? Please. All right, Peter. We'll see. We'll see what the deal is. That's what I said to him. I said, "Get your cleats ready."
You said, "Get your cleats ready." You talk about this like it's a Thanksgiving pickup game. I'm gonna see you outside stretching.
Thanksgiving. That's what I feel. Jesus, you could not have nailed that more. Did you used to do that? Because that's how I feel. Like the Thanksgiving we called it the Turkey Bowl.
Yeah, that's not a very original name. you know that, right?
Yeah, I don't know who came up with that.
Okay.
Maybe it was Ben Steffen, who's a great guy.
Shout out Ben Steffen.
Yeah. Shout out. But that felt like this too because man, this is how I feel about it. You're probably out of college. You haven't seen these high school guys. This was my high school buddies.
Right.
And so you come back over Thanksgiving weekend and some fucking Strombanoots goes, we're playing Thursday,
Yep.
And you're like, okay, like who's playing? Everyone's like, I'm going to get hurt,
Who's in town?
Yes.
That's the first question.
That's what I'm
Who's in town?
And they go, John Bauman's playing quarterback. And you're like, okay, fucking step aside.
Yeah.
It's game time,
Yep.
right? All your buddies are back in town. You're fired up. You're fired up, and you know that you suck at football, but it doesn't matter. You're fucking getting your gear ready. We used to have this thing too. Oh God, I think you'll love this. We called it Vivas was the name of the bar.
Vivas?
Viva Zapata was the name of the bar. It was a Mexican restaurant.
Viva Zapata.
Yeah.
Live Shoes?
I think shoes is Zapatos.
What the hell is Zapata?
It should be shoes. I'll tell you that.
Okay.
Zapata. Yeah.
Okay.
A lady's shoe.
That's what I assumed, but yeah.
Viva is live, right?
Right, we know that.
I
Long live shoes?
I think it's like live fast or something. I
like
don't
that.
know.
That's fun.
It's probably not that. We all know my Spanish. Our Spanglish. So it's a Mexican. Okay, so we used to say, so then, okay, right? Here we just to let everyone know, we're getting in the lingo class a little bit.
Oh,
here,
I
right?
I haven't had a hearty lingo lesson in a fortnight.
So, what a great saying. So, we started calling it, we go Vivas, obviously, easy enough. No one's saying Viva Zapata, right? We're going Vivas. Then after a while, it was Vavas. Right?
Just a different vowel?
Yeah, just it like that you kind of did. It's kind of nice. It's got a little more funk.
Yep.
Vavas,
Okay.
right? And then we called the Wednesday night where everyone out drinking before. When you would walk into Vava's, we would say that there was this long walk-in, and we would call it the Vava's red carpet.
Did you guys stop and pose?
Yes, because you would it would literally be like a scene because it was the first time you had seen anybody.
In like the year.
Yes.
Yes.
So it was like a big deal when people would come down the Vava's red. You were like, oh shit, look at Nixon. That's pretty sick gear.
So you actually broke down best and worst dressed.
Oh my God, we would sit on the side and be like, "Oh, look at the depth on his V." You know?
Wait, how did the walkthrough work? Was it a walk-in?
Yeah.
So I'd be walking in. Now on this side, was there some sort of like viewing gallery? Was the bar here?
Brilliant. So what it was a patio.
You were doing an outdoor TGE?
Yes.
In the port? Down port?
Yep.
Interesting.
I know. So it was like a long patio until you got to the bar.
Okay.
So you would walk on either side. There would be tables, and then you'd walk right down the middle.
Okay.
Right. So there was like.
So you perched up at a table.
Yeah. So there people be drinking outside, smoking cigs on either side of you, and it was see-through. Like the barrier was just like a little bit of a low fence. So it literally set up like as soon as you hit it. I mean, there were tables to the left, to the right. People were like, H, yo, what's good? You know, and you're dapping people, and other people are going, yo, what's going on? Yo, you got to sit, you know, and you're like, man, I'm getting hit up, and you see a lady or two. There were people that would struggle to get ever inside. They would get stuck on Vava's Red.
They got the paparazzi hit on. They're too busy doing the media tour.
Yeah, that's right. They were doing the Vava's media tour. So we would do that, man. We would fucking. But this hang reminds me of the Turkey Bowl.
Well, you missed out on the Greenspan hang last week.
Okay, so
I was going to ask you where you were, but you take 42 days to answer a text.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll just ask him on the pod.
It's so true. We've gone over my communication style. I think texts are like emails to me now. That's how I look at like texts.
That you should be answering your emails too.
I know.
That's not good.
Here's the thing. All right.
Okay.
Here's the thing about the Greenspan.
Fill me in.
I've heard since the Greenspan hang that it was a 4-star hang, and I'm like, yeah, would have liked to have been at the Greenspan hang. All right.
Did you know it was going to be a 4-star hang?
I didn't
before?
really.
How did you know? You are the hang general.
Yeah, I have.
The hang commissioner.
Yes, I have slowly reassumed my post as Lord of the Hang. Yeah. Which someone commented on a video the other day. But I do like, I don't know if you remember this in high school, all right?
Okay.
You don't want to be, every once in a while, I'll talk to my buddy Nix about this. I think it's just a good principle.
Friend of the pod.
Yeah. Every once in a while, you don't want to get overexposed. Right? Like in high school, it's like you don't want people, we call it overexposure. It's when people see you so much in high school that like your rep goes down a little bit.
You're too available.
That's right.
You have too much time.
That's right. People are going, oh, we see this guy all the time. Like, really your move is once in a while to miss a massive hang or a party that's a super key party. Now, you don't miss it on purpose, right?
Interesting.
Yeah, it kind of just happens. You're like, okay, I had stuff to do that night. It's like, that's all right, you know. That's why I'm so fired up about this hang. You know?
So I guess
you were there.
I went to the Greenspan hang.
Yeah.
And listen, I'm not going to comment on the grade of the hang.
Okay. I respect that.
I will say it did it did take place in the basement of the club of Stand Up New York, and there were dirty towels askew.
What's
in the green room? No, like dirty towels.
Really?
Yeah, like that's not an analogy. That's not a metaphor for anything. There were just dirty towels in a corner.
Oh, it's so odd.
And then raised many questions. One, why are we in this room?
Yeah.
And two, why does a comedy club have so many towels?
Yeah, are they giving the comics the towels?
Are they using it to clean the tables and then just putting them in the corner? And then that's what my thought was. But at the same time, that's it. The overhead that they're spending on towels would make no sense.
Yeah.
And there was also a bike in the green room, and no one rode the bike. So there were a lot of questions going on, and it was a mix of people that. Like people you think would hang out together, and then people you didn't think would hang out together.
That's what I thought.
And then people that just like showed up and thought they could just join a hang. Can I tell you what really bothers me with a hang?
Okay, yeah. Let's get into the science of hangs, because let me tell you, there is a true science.
Many people don't break down this. There's sports science and there's hang science.
Oh, that's exactly right.
You can't if you hear a hang is happening.
Okay. How do you wait? Just stop there for a second, because we're teaching a class. We don't want to get too far ahead.
Okay.
We'll get caught up. How are you hearing about the hang?
If I'm at a place,
okay.
For example,
yeah.
If I'm at Luciano's tonight,
yeah. Okay, we're at Luciano.
I'm standing there. I'm standing at the bar. Or I have a beer in my hand.
Okay.
If I hear through my peripheral hearing,
yes,
that there's a hang tomorrow at Toblerone House.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I don't know how I came up with that.
You're like me now. Yeah.
We're hanging out with you too much.
I love that. Yeah. Hang at Toblerone.
Yeah, we're hanging at Toblerone's. I can't just show up to Toblerone's.
No, I don't. Yeah, you're saying you don't do that, right?
I never received a formal invitation to Toblerone's. It is a public venue that I can walk into and then just hang.
Yeah, this is a great... No. Okay, I see what you're saying. This is a great point. You do want... A really good hang should be pretty intimate. So, meaning, you're probably not... The hang the way I consider it, you're probably not going to go somewhere where you don't have the buddy or the formal invite.
Yes.
So that, because again, we're talking about hangs that are what? 5 to 9 people? They spill into a little more. But let me tell you something. Once you get past 10, that's too many in a hang. That's too big of a hang generally.
That's more of a chill sesh than a hang.
And what that hang's gonna do is it's gonna bifurcate into 2 hangs. It's
very similar to how cells grow.
If everyone takes a look at the blackboard here, that hang's gonna bifurcate into 2 hangs.
Right, the chill sesh does become 2 hangs. And at that point, very rarely do you see those 2 hangs come back together.
They don't. That's a brilliant point. You will very rarely, make sure you keep this in mind for the test. You will not see those 2 reemerge. And in fact, you'll find a guy like me sometimes, because I love a hang so much, sort of waffling between the 2 hangs. Going, I don't know, I'm in this hang, but I hear a big pop in this hang, and they're talking about flicks, and I'm like, I don't know what we got onto, but this guy's been doing a bit for too long, and I want in on this. There's a riff going, you start overhearing and waffling.
Yes. Is there anything worse than when you're at a chill sesh? It breaks into the 2 hangs, and you're in the wrong hang.
Yeah, that's what I think. It's the worst.
Cause you just sat on the couch, and you thought that this was just gonna be one hang that turned into a chill sesh, and then the hang you wanted to actually join is on the other side of the room, but you can't leave the couch.
Yes, it's so true. And the worst part is you unwittingly did it. So, right, you unknowingly, you didn't intentionally pick a hang. You what happened was you were sort of hanging, and then before you knew it, you found yourself in the wrong hang. You didn't go sit with that hang, because it starts as the one hang. So there you are, riffing, going good, ba-da-da. All of a sudden, someone, well, that's the music of a hang,
Ba-da-da. I didn't know that was a verb until right now.
Ba-da-da, peeps are hanging. They're doing moves, ba-da-da. Someone comes up and maybe they go, you can sort of see the canary in the coal mine where you might be in trouble with the guy that comes up to the hang. And what the hang was doing stops.
When a hang has to physically alter?
Yes. The guy alters the hang. He didn't do the move, the nice move, which in the science of hangs is put your ego at the door and just get involved.
Yes.
Maybe listen. Let the game come to you a little bit. Listen for a minute. Catch where they're at, and then maybe wait to just, okay, now I can get, yeah, so good, dude. And now you're like kind of working with them. You know what I'm saying?
Very rarely are people don't naturally react in hangs. They try to force
and then that's
themselves
exactly
into a
right.
hang.
That's right. Yeah. And then the hang, which may have been cooking, some guys are good at it. They come in and they go, oh, sorry, I didn't want to change the energy. What were you guys talking about?
Yes.
I'll do that once in a while. Expert hang move. Mm-hmm. You let them even go back. Sometimes they'll go, oh, we were talking about surrendering. Like something spiritual,
No, I don't.
Yeah, well, sometimes it's a deep hang, and or the hang's going. Listen, these topics.
When hangs cook, they cook.
They could be on anything.
But then again, there are hangs. Like, you are someone, when you walk into a room where a hang's occurring,
yes,
that hang does osmosis and accepts you. And there's very few people that automatically osmotize into a hang.
Osmotize. That's right. Well, I pride myself on being able to deftly wiggle into a hang.
Yes.
I mean, I don't even think I'm so pro hang. I'm so about the team. I want the team to win. I'll put up a big fat 0 and just get ribbies.
You're a team player.
That's right. I'll play hard D if that's what you need me to do in a hang, and you don't even need me to have the rock.
Right.
I'll go in. So I see a hang going. I'll just pop to the side and until I'm either addressed, right? Or, I'll have something to say. And then when they look at me, they're like, oh, yeah, what do you think? And I'm like, oh, yeah, well, I mean, I fucking bomb all the time.
Yeah.
Now I'm in the hang. I'm almost like you have to let me in. I will never just push myself into a hang.
Well, you know better.
Yes. Unless I do, there is one thing I'll do where I'll kind of, if I see someone from a distance, I'll go, oh, Barton, ledge. And if the hang sort of goes, okay, come on, it's sort of a call out to see maybe.
But how that usually works in a hang situation, that now becomes a hang committee.
Yeah.
Where if you go Barton, legend, now the hang you're in, it now becomes some sort of voting system. Because now people need to agree that Barton should be allowed into the hang.
Yeah, and that he's a legend.
And that he's a legend.
Yeah, that's right. It's a voting
if
system.
people don't turn their back,
yes,
Barton can't get into that hang.
That's right. Oh, that's great. It does. It becomes like a council.
It's a hang council.
Yeah. Do we accept this? Do we accept into the hang like a heart transplant? It really is like it has to be. There is a real science to that, because the guy who forces in, what happens is he sort of pushes in, and you see like your two buddies you were going with they kind of like the energy just like you can see them like short.
They denied the hang.
Yes, they like short circuit, and then this is where you got to understand that this is a big red flag, because now what you're in danger of is getting fucking sidetracked hang by this idiot.
Yes.
Because what happens is if these two guys are smart, they'll sort of shift into the other hang, right? Or they'll just stay quiet, and now before you know it, that guy's just talking at you. And you're going, wait, what happened here? And now you're longingly looking over at the other hang.
That's how it works every time.
How did this happen? How did I end up here?
And it's just like that.
Yes. It's quick. It's fast. There was not a lot you can do. You almost learn. You almost what you need to learn is the dismount. You know,
almost no one can properly dismount a hang.
Yes,
very few can do it.
It's a very difficult thing to do. I actually do a crazy thing where I will embrace this guy full tilt.
I've noticed this. I've seen you do it.
Yes.
I can tell when you are not into a hang because you overcompensate the hang.
Yes. I go, because I want to wear the fucker out.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just like, yeah, so true. I'm just trying to get him out of ideas.
Right, because people will let him go.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Get him, and then when there's a space, you go, oh, that's so good, man. And then you just go to the other hang.
You're into the new hang.
Yes. Yeah. You try to get him out of ideas, right? So you do need to know, though. You do need to check your ego at the door. Again, I said this to Miller the other day. There's a lot of funny people. Take it easy.
Right.
All right? You don't need to fucking score 30. You don't need to fucking put the team on your back.
No.
You know?
If I go to a steakhouse, do they put the steak on the table when I first come in? No. Yeah. They put bread down and they ask, hey. Still we're sparkling.
Yes.
Take it easy.
That's so true.
Hey, take your coat off. We're gonna have a good time.
That's right. Take it easy. Take it easy. Hey, actually tell me. Be a little vulnerable. Actually tell me about your day.
Yeah.
Don't riff me into oblivion up off the bat. Talk to me a little bit.
Right.
You know, let's set the table.
Because you know people, especially tonight, they're going to come in with bits.
No, let me tell you, I even was like, oh, man. I was even thinking about my bits I could say on my entrance. I know this is very counter, but like people are going to be coming in hot tonight.
And for Luciano, of all people. Schmidt texted me. He's like, are you going to Tom's tonight?
No, I'm telling you,
like, what
man.
the hell? Everyone's coming tonight.
It's a full moon.
It's the Met Gala of unaccomplished comedians.
That's good. That's really good. You might want to use that later.
Is that at the hang?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, I'll write that one down.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant. I thought of this one. I was like, Wong wears this coat all the time. So do I. Like, you know, when someone wears the same thing all the time,
yeah,
stand up. And I was like, oh shit, Wong, they're gonna have to put that coat on the payroll.
That's good.
Yeah, and it's not even a very good joke. It's just, to me, that's like a hang joke.
That's a hang joke.
That's what I'm saying. You know, you're just having fun. Oh, you have to put that thing on the payroll soon.
That's good.
Hit a buddy. There's something nice about a really mediocre joke and then hitting your buddy in a hang to help him make it an A joke.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I like to get real medium bits in and be like, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think people understand that, like, when it comes to the comedy world, 4% of it is stand-up, and the other 96%, it's essentially a barbecue. It's just a lot of standing around with a drink in your hand, spinning it around.
It is. I honestly think that's why I love it so much.
Because you love barbecues.
I'm just, I like doing nothing. I like hanging out. Like, I liked doing that all my life. There's a certain laziness to me. Like, I liked being in the frat. I liked party. Like,
You like community.
Yeah, I like podcasts. Like, I like it's almost like when I played basketball, freshman year, I made the team. I, never played, but I didn't give a flying fuck. It was about the bench hang. That's all I wanted.
Right.
You know, guys coming off, dude, good game. You know, take a seat. What's going on with the lady?
The bus rides?
Yeah, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got community, the dugout. You know, I never got a good dugout, but I always assume if you're in the I always watched MLB. I was like, God, do you know what I'd be doing in the dugout?
God, it's a sport of hanging.
Yes.
And then every now and then you got to go up there and take a swing at the ball.
Yeah, right. And you're allowed to miss 70% of the time.
And
it's a lot like comedy, honestly.
I mean, that's a better percentage.
Yeah.
But it's essential. And then if you hit a home run in baseball, your reward is to hang more. Like, don't even bother with the bases. Run around them real quick. Come back to the dugout. Go back to the hang.
Oh, that's maybe the smartest thing I've heard in a long time. The funny, you know, funny. That's so brilliant. Baseball is a sport where it rewards you. If you do the best thing, it rewards you by going, you don't have to play. That. Oh my God, I love that. Yeah. That's my type of, right. Go back to the hang.
Yeah, you did it.
You're done. And we know you don't want to play. It's baseball.
Right.
You hit it out of the park. They must have been in like the first meeting of baseball. They're like, well, this sport's really boring and it sucks. So if you you hit it out of the park, you don't have to play.
Just sit back down.
Yeah, you did the best. That's the best you could. Great job.
And then one guy that couldn't hit home runs. He was like, no, you know what? You have to at least run around the bases. And they're like, all right, cousin Jeff, that will be the rule. He can't hit. So you just got to touch all the
bases. You got to run around the bases. Oh shit. Yeah, but I just love, and even in comp, that's what I miss the most. I miss the most sometimes with comedy, or I think about the most is I don't want. Yeah, I love a good set and all this kind of stuff, but really, what I want is to just be a part of the pros eating cheesecake at the diner later.
Yep.
I mean, what is better? Because I'm telling you right now, the comedy hasn't stopped. No. At the diner, you're in a new set, and you can bomb the hang, and we're talking science now.
Yes.
Sometimes it's even worse if you could do well, and then the hang goes sideways, and you go home going, I don't know if I wasn't all there tonight.
Yes. Yeah. A lot of people think comics want to make the audience laugh, but it's actually about the diner hang. The show is just a warm-up to the hang.
It really, I know some people don't feel this way, but for a lot of people, that's what it feels like, you know? And you can certainly have a mediocre set and go crush the hang, and it turns you around in an instant.
You could get booked more from a good hang than you can a good set.
I think that's actually a great call. I think I probably have got booked more off hanging than maybe any. I don't know, but I've had great sets and I get booked off those, but the hang again, and I don't want people to think oh, look, you do comedy to hit a flow state and to make people laugh. We all get this.
Sure.
So you want to make audiences laugh. But really, at the end of the day, too, what you do love doing is making people laugh. So there isn't a big difference if you're holding court for 8 people and they're comics at a diner, or 5 people, or you're holding court for an audience. Yep. Sometimes the audience is only 3 people. So you may even have a bigger audience at the hang, right? It's just comics, I think a lot of us, what I've noticed about is we are the people that are going for the laugh. A lot. Mm-hmm. I think that's what separates. I notice with civilians a lot. One thing I will notice is sometimes it's too much for them how much the comic is going for the laugh. When we're hanging, in just general day to day.
If a non-comic joins a comic hang, it does. I found out from my girlfriend. She's like, it's very intimidating.
That's what
to be in a comic hang, especially with heavy hitters like you, Luciano, Ilya.
Oh my God, Ilya.
It's very intimidating.
Yes. But what's overwhelming is the amount. I think because some people will want to just talk about they're just something serious, something kind of serious or whatever the hell it is, and I think what becomes overwhelming is when you're with a group of comics or maybe an artist in general, and they're going on for 10 minutes about a chair. Mm. Because they're having fun. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be a chair, but it's they get on something and they won't leave it. They're we're always going for the laugh.
They don't know when to properly pull out of the bit.
We don't have another gear. And I think for regular people, that's what becomes so overwhelming.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for regular people, they're not, like, literally thinking, you know, at all times. Like a tennis match, like, okay, when can I get a pop? That's not how they behave.
No. Yeah, and I think that's healthier, though.
The way they are.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think you sort of have to become this way. You know, I remember my dad's brothers, when I was younger, would sit around.
Your uncles.
Yeah, my uncles. Classic Hardy moment. No, they're not my uncles.
My dad's brothers. It's like, yeah, uncles. We've shortened that phrase.
So, my uncles, they would sit around, you know, playing cards late night, having a few brewskis, ripping darts.
Yep.
They'd have a slideshow up of the past trips they did with my grandparents when they were
That's weird.
kids.
That's a weird thing.
It was like a thing that would go, you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I love how that's what I thought you didn't understand about it.
No, I understand that. It's weird. It's weird that they did that. Every time they hung out, they had that. They would have a slideshow.
They would do that like over the holidays, not like every time, but like yeah. But this is what I remember. And they would just be, it was like a comedy show. They would just be torching each other. Laughing, riffing. They're brothers. There's 4 brothers, like zinging, getting laughs. And I remember sitting there as a kid, like the kids' table, you know, with my slice of lasagna, like, man, I got to step my game up.
Yeah.
I can't get into this hang because it's just too adult. But I was buying my time.
Do you think that's where you
studying to become a legend?
Do you think that's how you've become Lord of the Hang? Was that you?
Like Batman Begins.
Very much similar.
Yeah.
Very similar conception.
Yeah, you were gonna say like you. That's how I became Lord. Yeah.
You just sat at the kids' table and you saw these 4 grown men.
That's what I
creating a hang environment, and you said, "That's it."
I really did. Like, I really did. And my one cousin, Chucky, who is my uncle's son, he was
that's how cousins work. What the fuck is going on? Am I out of my mind?
No, that's certainly not the case. We've already figured that out. So he was much older than me. So he was a part of it too, and he was so funny. It's like they were so funny. And I don't even know. There is a bit of like family. You know, with family, like everyone's kind of getting laughs because everyone, you know.
Everyone's in on the joke. Everyone knows.
They're right. But they still were so, beyond that, a couple of them could have been stand-ups. And my own brother, too, is one of the funniest, to the point where people sometimes like, he's even funnier than you. Like, now, I get it, ha, but my brother is, like, really quick, like funny guy, like huge laughs at the holiday.
He gets pops.
No, pops, son. I'm talking about like he draws these little characters that people wet themselves.
He's a visual.
No, it's
hanger.
Yes, it's like top level. And if you get him started on a story, like sometimes I'll like ease him into a story. I'll be like, Chris, come on, tell him about that.
It's like volleyball.
Yes.
A lot of people don't. Hangs are like volleyball. Set, spike.
Thank you.
Set, spike.
Boom. Get that. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, back to the school. Hangs are like volleyball.
Yes.
And you should learn how to play within the offense.
Mm-hmm.
Learn how to set people up. Learn a good bounce pass. Learn what your buddy's good at when he's fucking cooking.
Yep.
And this was always great. I many of my laughs over the years, I'm just gonna call it like it is now. I would just hear something my brother would say. I don't know if you've ever done this. And he just didn't say it loud enough.
Oh, yeah. You hijacked the joke.
Yes. I am a legendary hang hijacker. And what I like about it is I own it. Because what I do is I'm very good at the repeat. I don't undersell if I'm going to do your joke, like when you said, I'm going to nail it.
Okay.
And I'm going to get a big pop. It's almost like covering.
You do hang covers.
I do hang covers. I'm going to cover that because that was good, but you didn't get the respect you deserve on that.
Okay.
So I'm going to put this sucker out there for you. You know, I'm a timing guy. Nice and easy, boom.
But now, do you cite your reference?
Yes. Oh, I'll absolutely go, oh, that was Pete.
Okay.
That was my brother. No. I was a guy that laughed, but that Chris just said that.
It might not be MLA format citation,
Yes,
but
yes, I will
you do
cite. Yes. But I do think it's a legitimate move, because here's the thing. In a hang, part of the skill of it is knowing when to strike.
Yes.
So if you didn't execute, if you were too meek, you need me.
It's a lot about confidence also.
Yes, we serve each other, because maybe you didn't want the risk reward. Because listen, I go down in a heap in a hang. We've all been there. We've all been there, and I can tell you right now, if you don't own where you are, if you don't go, I'm in hang purgatory. Let me rebound. Let me take a few rounds
you can't
off.
Just jump right back in. If you bomb in a hang, you can't just jump back in. Like you just don't have hang momentum.
No, and people will really disrespect you.
Right.
You gotta. That's right. Take a breather. You know, let the energy cool.
Yes.
Wait to buy your time. You know, and then strike. But I do think I would watch those. There were so many laughs, and I was like, when they were hanging out, and they were so. They were just. I was so young that I couldn't like. I remember eventually, like as time went on, I do remember sort of like getting okay. Then they dealt me into the poker game.
That was my question.
Yeah.
When do you? I didn't grow up in a situation like this. So when were you allowed to join the hang? When was your hang bar mitzvah?
I think maybe like, maybe between like when I was like 10 to 12.
That's early.
Yeah, maybe I started being able to like play the like they dealt me a hand, and they would do the fun uncle thing, like, oh, you know, little Matt, get Matt involved.
Okay.
You know, and then I was in. And again, I wasn't like crushing in the hang. I'm a fucking young cat, but I was still in.
Right.
I had a seat at the table. I was observing all the moves, right? We were jabbing Brad a lot. I sort of noticed, okay, he's getting zinged heavy. Okay. There's a couple of easy zings you could get him on. You know, Kyle's over here crushing just on stories. Okay. You know. My dad is just like a very quick guy. Like one time my dad got he got a Christmas present from someone. It was a necklace, and my aunt goes on my mom's side. So like in-law. Is that an aunt-in-law? I'm going to say this.
Wait, what?
Is it your in-law? It was his in-laws.
Your mom's parents?
No, my dad got a gift from his in-laws.
Yeah, your mom's parents.
Yeah, my mom's parents. Yeah, my grandparents. They got a word for that.
I'm starting to become really concerned with the definitions of family members.
So they put she puts the necklace on him, and she's like, it's from Kenya, and he's like, yeah. He goes, Kenya, take it off me. Pretty good. Did you sit there and you went? I was like, I know my dad. He wasn't like, he's not a comic. He's not like sitting there thinking that through.
Right, he didn't have it, pocketed. No. Just waiting for her to say Kenya.
Yeah, and it landed like big. Like you're like, damn, that was like a legit pop at the Christmas party.
How many people were in the room?
It was a good size, 10, 15.
That's a good
it was a good. You're going, okay, I haven't said, because I'm not like quick like that. I'm not quick, but I'm not like that. Like, I'm not like a big pun guy,
You're not.
No.
You're a physical hanger.
Yeah. So, but eventually I do remember, like, years later sort of being like, okay, here it comes. Turkey's put away. Table's been
You're like
cleared.
a dog when okay, my owner has the shoes on, the poop bag.
Vodka's coming out.
Okay.
We're sitting down. Cards are being drawn. Now I'm older, and I'm like, let's play. Right? And I remember really getting some like later on, after all that work, I was fucking cruising.
Yep.
Cruising. I got a big laugh. I do this. Oh, I'll leave you. I do this. There's this great.
You don't have to talk about this like it's a comedy set. I'll leave you with this.
That's just I say in my set so much. There's this joke that goes around my family where you ruin a family photo.
Okay.
Any family photo, especially if it's a group photo, right? So you like take a big family photo, and the way you do it is you go. It's like a ridiculous thing. So you cross your eyes, right? And we will go. My uncles would go, buddy. Okay, that's the bit.
But who's it about?
No. It's just like it's just like an idiot. It's
in
like
the picture. So now throughout eternity.
Yes.
Okay, that's funny.
Yeah, it's like buddy. And then you just cross your eyes and stick out your tongue. Buddy. So
what started that?
I don't know. It's just like some idiotic thing all of them would do. And they would get even with them, they like loved it so much. So I remember doing it in this epic Thanksgiving Day picture. I mean, people comb down the stairs, like the whole setup. Like,
right, everyone's in their best.
Yes.
There's foliage wrapped around the banister.
Yes. And everyone was like, oh, it's a great picture. And then they finally saw me, and I'm just cross-eyed, like, and my uncle, I don't think they ever stopped laughing. I think my Uncle Brad is still laughing about, because we couldn't get another one. And there were some people that were just like legitimately upset. And like my mom was like, you can't, come on, Matt. Like it was a legitimate, I torched a picture.
But this is back in the day where you didn't use a phone to take your pictures.
That's right.
So you didn't know you did the until like.
No, it's buddy. You say buddy?
You have to say buddy?
Yeah, you go buddy.
Why do you have to say buddy?
I don't know. It's just the thing.
Okay, it's a part of the thing.
You could do that.
Yeah, but that's not the same as buddy.
Yeah, that's right. Buddy.
But so you didn't know you actually made that face, or well, you knew, obviously knew, but they didn't know you made that face until 3 to 4 business days later when they got the pictures.
Yeah. They had, they saw, everyone started looking at them on like the computer.
Yep.
They got like emailed out, and everyone was like, oh my God, Matt. And I was like, fellas, I've been waiting for that.
That 3 to 4 day wait must have just been a tickle.
Yes. I was like, this is my moment.
Building up.
Yeah, this was my moment. This was my big moment.
And then your mom probably said, oh, got the pictures from Thanksgiving. And then you thought, this is it.
Here it comes.
It all pays off right here.
Oh, my God. I remember my dad. Yeah. It was just like, it was like funny, but it was just also, hey, listen, that's a bit, look, you got to take risk with bits.
Right.
What are you going to do, I had to go for it. I needed the respect of the group, the hang legends of that table. I needed them to know, hey, look, fellas, I've been studying in the wings.
Yep.
I'm out here. I'll ruin a hole. You guys have already taken the shots.
Right. Let the young buck get one.
That's right. Let me take the heat for a Thanksgiving photo.
Yes.
I'll take the heat for a little while. I can handle it. All right.
It's like in Sopranos. You had to commit a hit to be a made man.
That's about That's right. I can lay low for a little while. I'll be fine. All right. You guys have enough heat.
Right. Let me take one to the chin here.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, and then I think college is probably where
it's a hang incubator.
Yes.
College.
Fraternity life turned me into like somewhat of someone that like, and you probably feel this too, like you have bits for the hang. you're not thinking of them that way, but you have like things that just like are funny in a hang.
Oh yeah, you know how to make the group
Yes.
click.
Yes.
Yeah.
It sort of just like pops up these different things you could do, mock your buddy or keep, whatever the hell it is. Where you kind of just, you're like, you're in a group so much.
You know the dynamic.
Yeah.
You know how to orchestrate a hang with that group.
Yeah, you're around these guys all the time. Then they're like they're all like, college like guys, like it's like getting a word in. They're like wolves.
Yeah.
In the you'll just get fucking stepped on and shit.
It's a lot of alpha personalities in one room.
That's right. And I think I have a little bit of like alpha energy, but I'm not like a classic alpha character.
You're a passive alpha.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Right, you will dominate the conversation, but you don't demand the attention.
No,
you
I
let
don't.
The attention come to you.
Yes. I feel like you're a little bit like this too, though.
That's my style.
You don't really. It's good. I think it's why the pod mixes well because we actually share very well.
Right, we listen.
Yes. You know what I'm saying?
Our nature isn't to jump onto the bit. Our nature is, let me hear what you're saying here. Great.
Yes.
Pod.
Right.
I don't know why I just yelled pod.
Work off of that. Yeah. Yeah.
So it should be a good hang tonight.
The science of hangs.
Okay, everyone get that? This will be on the final.
Yes, this will be on the culminating exam.
So I'm just excited to see who we invited because people are coming out of the woodwork telling me.
That's what I'm saying.
Are you coming? I'm like, am I? Well, yeah, but I see Tom all the time. You haven't seen Tom in 19 years.
That is funny. That the way it's like it's spread to sort of like people you wouldn't like. You think Tom's inviting them?
I don't know, but it goes back to what I was saying.
Yeah,
I think a lot of people heard a hang was going on and were like, okay, I'll stop by. But that's not how hangs work.
Well, yes, it's going to happen tonight. It's going to happen.
I'm telling you what's going to happen. It's going to start. People are going to come in for a pop and leave. They're going to realize they just weren't supposed to be in this hang.
I'm going to tell you right now, I'm putting people on notice.
Hang notice.
Tonight, yes. There's going to be a summons tacked on your door.
You're the hang ref, the hang cop, hang police.
Yes.
You're just going to rover around the bar, and if you hear a conversation, just not keeping it to your standards.
That's right.
Listen, the speed limit's 65, all right? There's a minimum.
That's right. People better understand I am going to be out for blood. I am going to be hanging and really looking peeps in the letting peeps know, hey.
This is the major leagues.
Yes. Whatever, you've got, whatever you've been booked, okay? Whatever fucking thing you've done, okay? Don't mean a thing now.
Because right now,
yes,
you're in the dragon's lair.
That's sick. That would be a sick way to kind of start off the hang. All right, everyone.
Turn the music down. Turn the music down for a second. We just want to get this. We just want to say this quick.
Yes. Listen, I know everyone here gets booked. Okay, here and there. Take it easy, all right? None of that matters now. You're in the dragon's lair.
Right. Everyone, guns at the door.
Leave your guns at the door.
We don't fight with guns. We just fight with fists here.
Yeah.
Hang fists.
Hang fists. Yeah. Your set isn't going to save you here.
No.
Amigo. Let the games begin.
Music.
You know what? Yeah, music. You know what? I'm going to have a dart. I'm going to pop out, have a dart.
Warm up.
Yeah.
People are going to be, Elliot Thompson and Taylor Schmidt are going to be playing that pool table like it's a fiddle. They're going to be running the hang at the table.
Dude, I gotten into some wild hangs as of late, I got to say, out there. I got into a hang at the Revision Lounge on Friday a couple nights ago with some new cats I don't know. Like, that was a hang that was going. I got into a hang at Stand Up New York myself with, like, Juan and this other comic.
Okay.
Yeah, there were some hangs moving around, and I could tell you, it took a second to sort of stretch out the leggies.
Well, you got to do some initial
Yes.
recon, and then adapt to your surroundings.
That's right, and be ready to go.
We did it. We hit an exact hour.
Did we?
Yeah.
Classic.
All right. We did it, and that was a good warm-up hang. New shoes?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep. The return on the pod.
Okay, that's it. Thanks, guys. Hang.